Welcome, electronic video guests, to the outer limits of the trading card hobby TTM. Through the mail, we seek to have the famous and the infamous sign the trading cards and photographs we send to them through the mail. Today we have 7 such specimens to examine. 7 trading card autograph request return specimens to examine. And we will be examining these specimens in minute detail. So if you like seeing envelopes being cut open, you've come to the right place. Sit back, relax, get ready to enjoy the fun presented to you from the worldwide YouTube video airfill. Well, how about that? Electronic video guests. We got us a Monday morning TTM special that'll help ease the pain of your 48-hour work furlough ending and you going back to labor for your superiors, trying to earn them the money they richly deserve. Hopefully you'll get a hearty slap on the back for doing your function in society. Well, that was quite a weekend of football, wasn't it? We had some great games. In the NFL, we had that Ravens-Bengals game where the Bengals, the holder for the field goal, muffed the snap, cost the Bengals the game. That was a great game there. Lamar Jackson, that might be one of the best games he's ever played. We had college football. Some big upsets, didn't we? Marked, most of all, Vanderbilt beating Alabama. How about that? You know, that old cliche. That sends shockwaves through college football. Vanderbilt. I honestly don't. I'll tell you what. Alabama's defensive coordinator is going to have a lot to answer for. I don't know how they couldn't figure out how to stop that Vanderbilt running attack. That's ridiculous. I mean, they got burned by that little shovel pass twice for like 70 total yards. That little inside shovel pass. Come on. The run defense was terrible. I got a feeling this might be the only year that DC's down there at Alabama because they got torched by Georgia, now Vanderbilt. I think worse is coming for him too. But a great weekend of football. Hopefully those memories of those great games will help ease the pain of you going back to work. For us, we're going to look at some TTMs to help you through this work day. We'll give away another pack of our Score a Treat cards. The last contest winner hasn't claimed their prize yet. I forget, I think we were giving away one of these and the Tim Tebow rookie card. That person just needs to contact me with their mailing address. We can get that out. But like I said, we'll be giving away another one of these. Very easy contest this week. We'll be doing that. But let's get started on a TTM Monday. This first TTM. Oh yeah, by the way, couple comics to show off later too. All right. This first one here, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know who it's coming from. Mr. Donald Ray Pollock, one of America's finest living authors. For some reason, I always send out my return envelopes, these little ones. He put in this big size envelope with his own stamp on it. Maybe he lost the one I sent him, or it got damaged or something for some reason. And I think there's just a card in here. There's no reason for this big envelope, but hopefully he signed it. There's that nice. That must be his wife's return envelope. If you've read any of the books of Donald Ray Pollock, you were not expecting to pick this type of return address label, but let's cut it open and make sure our custom art card is signed by the great author Donald Ray Pollock. Let's cut this bad boy open and see. We got a custom art card in this giant envelope. Is it signed? Yes, it is. Check that out. Donald Ray Pollock. How about that? That's Mr. Pollock right there. That's the cover of the book that made him famous. Knock 'em stiff. Donald Ray Pollock. How about that? Mr. Pollock now, let's see, how old is he? 70 years old now. American author. He's best known for his gritty Southern Gothic type fiction. Like I said, he gained widespread recognition with his debut short story collection. This one right here, Knock 'em Stiff, came out in 2008. Inspired by his experiences growing up in the small Ohio town of the same name, Knock 'em Stiff. His acclaimed novel, The Devil All the Time, published in 2011, is a dark, violent exploration of rural America. Later, they made that into a Netflix series. I never saw that. If you did see that, if it's worth watching, put a note down in the comments field. Before becoming a writer, Mr. Pollock here, just like you, toiled for over 3 decades in rough labor, working in a paper mill. His late-blooming literary career has been celebrated for its raw depictions of working-class life and human depravity. Well, we know all about that, don't we? Donald Ray Pollock, I highly recommend this book right here, Knock 'em Stiff. If you like raw depictions of working-class life and human depravity, you will like this book. Donald Ray Pollock, thank you, sir, for signing this custom art card. Really appreciate it. Well, how about that? That is a great way to start a work week. Getting a working-class writer. He broke free of 3 decades in the paper mill. He got his short story collection published. Outstanding. All right, let's get on to TTM number 2. Coming to us from Champaign, Illinois. Tyler. I believe the only Tyler I sent to is Mr. Terry Tyler from the University of Detroit and the Detroit Pistons. Let's see if that is correct. Look at that. Terry Tyler. How about that? Signed that up in the dark part of the card. He could have signed it down here, but there it is. Terry Tyler. Check that out. That is his 1979-80 Topps rookie card. Terry, now 67 years old. He's got my name on the back for some reason on the sticky note. Maybe he tries to keep them all in order or something. Very nice. Terry Tyler, thank you, sir. Terry Tyler, great basketball player at Northwestern High School in Detroit. Then at the University of Detroit for Coach Dick Vitale in the mid-70s. And then, of course, with the Detroit Pistons. He was one of the best shot blockers I ever saw for a guy who was just 6'7". This guy could jump with the best of them. He swatted shots like he was a 7-footer, had a pretty good scoring touch too. Played 11 years in the NBA, averaged 10.2 points, 5.4 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game. Terry Tyler, how about that? Detroit basketball legend, Mr. Terry Tyler. Man, he could jump through the gym, as they say. Thank you, Terry Tyler, for signing your rookie card. Really appreciate that. All right. That's 2 down. Uh-oh. We got one coming to us from New York, New York, the most important city in the universe. How about that? It's got to be an important. Everybody who lives in New York is important. We are privileged to have an envelope with that New York postage mark on it. This feels like we got something else in there besides the card. Hopefully it's not a price list. From New York, it could be a price list. Let's see what we got. New York on a TTM Monday. We got a handwritten note. Who is this? A custom art card? We got a celebrity? Look at that. Ofilia Lovibond signing the back of the custom art card. Oh, and she signed the front, too. Look at that. Beautiful young actress Ofilia Lovibond. Here she is from her show Minx. How about that? Look at that. 38 years old British actress, known for her versatile performances in film and TV. She gained early recognition with roles in films like Nowhere Boy and the Guardians of the Galaxy. Remember that one? She played the alien Karina. In 2022, she earned widespread praise for her portrayal of Carrie Simons, the wife of the former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, in the drama This England. And then this is what I saw her in a few episodes. That pretty entertaining little show on Stars called Minx. She played Joyce there in the show Minx. That's about a lady that's helping to publish a erotic magazine catered toward women. That's a pretty funny, pretty amusing little show. But she's a great young actress. She does a lot of theater work too. Very sophisticated thespian. Ofilia Lovibond. Thank you for signing the front and back of our custom art card. How about that? Nice signature too, huh? And she sent us a handwritten note. Let's see what she says. Dear Jeff, thank you for your lovely letter and kind words. I absolutely loved playing Joyce Prigger. That's the character on Minx. Minx was one of my all-time favorite, I guess, roles. So it matters. We've very pleased indeed to know that viewers such as yourself enjoyed what I did. Oh, very nice. I recently worked with Robert Zemeckis, who directed me in a new film called There. Oh, I haven't heard of that one. Or is it Here? Here or There? You decide. Here or There. I have... what is it? I have long been a fan of his movies, so to get to work with him was a career highlight. I'm on stage in Broadway at the moment. Yes, I know. That's where I sent her to her Broadway show. As you know from sending it, sending your mail here. Yes, I do. And this feels pretty special too. Thanks again for your letter and support. All the best, Ofilia. How about that? Beautiful handwritten note from stage and screen actress Limey Ofilia Lovibond. How about that? A great young thespian. Really appreciate that. All right, that's a good time to get some mind control in here. You know they control the weather, don't you? They also control your mind. You see that? Not only can they control the weather, engineer hurricanes and earthquakes and all kinds of stuff, they can make you hit a couple of buttons on your computer screen too. So make sure you do that. Make sure you obey or something worse could happen than a hurricane. Who knows? All right, let's continue with our TTMs on this Monday morning. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Baton Rouge. What do we got from Baton Rouge? Red Baton. What do we got from Red Baton? Oh, how about that? Oh my goodness. Jerry Stovall, 83 years old. I don't know if you remember this. I actually got this card back, a couple months ago. I showed it I opened it up a couple months ago on one of these videos. But Jerry forgot to sign. See this here? You can tell the difference in the pens. He sent the card back with just the My Best. He never signed it or put his number in. He just put My Best and sent the card back to me. You saw that video. And I said, man, should I bother this poor old gentleman? He's 83 years old. Do I want to trouble him again? I decided to send this 1967 Philadelphia card back to him. I said, you know what? I'm going to bother him again and see if he'll sign it. Thank you. Got a different look. Like, see that? Poor guy really labored, didn't it? Looks like he had an ink pen that didn't have no ink, so he got another one out. He really hate to bother the guy, but I got me a Jerry Stovall signed card now. Looks like he used at least 3 different pens on this TTM. That might be a record, huh? Jerry Stovall, look at that. LSU football legend, one of the LSU all-time greats. In fact, he was, of course, an All-American running back and defensive back and return man and punter. And he is the only player in the history of LSU football to be named unanimous All-American, SEC Player of the Year, to be put into the College Football Hall of Fame, be picked in the first round, and make a Pro Bowl. The only player in LSU football history to do that. Jerry Stovall, thank you. Appreciate all your labors. I bothered you twice. You came through for me. Great to have this 1967 Philadelphia card autographed by LSU legend Jerry Stovall. Beautiful. All right, we've got a few more TTMs, about 3 to go. Now, I don't know what in the world is in here. It feels like what is that? Like I don't know what that is. It's kind of springy, almost. I don't know what it is. What the heck that is. We'll open it and see. It's coming from Nova. It's coming from an exploding supernova. There's got to be something good. Let's carefully cut that open and see what we got from the supernova. What is that? Oh, it's a note card folded over. All right. And I got a custom art card. Got another celebrity. Let's see if this is signed. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Miss USA 2023 Noelia Voigt. How about that? Did that come out nice or what? 24 years old. I don't know if you followed her story. She was from the Miss Utah, and then she won the Miss USA Beauty pageant. But then, 2-3 months after she won the crown, she resigned. She abruptly resigned, and she gave kind of a cryptic statement saying it was for to protect her mental health. Nobody really knew what that was. There have been some rumors in the meantime that come out saying that what prompted her to resign was that the pageant association or committee or whatever, the pageant officials, did not adequately respond to some of her. She gave apparently she was harassed while performing her duties as Miss USA, and the pageant really kind of looked the other way, apparently. That's the most That's the most common story of what I heard as to why she had to resign as Miss USA. Unfortunately, the pageant didn't really care that she was being harassed in her role as Miss USA. So I kind of delicately asked about it in my note to her. Let me see what's in her note if I can, because she gave me a lengthy response here. Let me just glance over and make sure it's okay. You know what? Probably should not read. Probably should not read this one on the air because it is, let's just leave it at that. Probably won't read it, but it is a very kind note she sent back, and quite lengthy too. But I really appreciate that, and I wish her all the best. Attractive young lady, Miss USA. Hopefully everything is going well with her new endeavors in life, and that she has overcome the trauma of the harassment and all that. Miss USA 2023. Look at that beautiful card. All the best to you. God bless you, Miss Voigt. Hoping everything works out the best for you in the future. And thank you for this very lovely and kind note. All right, let's keep going along on this Monday. Hopefully you're not being harassed at work. Hopefully the most harassment you're getting, as I said, was a hearty slap on the back from your betters. All right, let's see. Where's this one coming from? Tampa, St. Pete, the hellhole of the USA. All right. Oh, look at this. 1997 scorecards. I tell you, I sent these out probably over a year ago. Mr. Jeff Blake. We got the big play card here and his 1997 score football card. Well, that's a nice signature from Jeff Blake. Well worth the wait to get these two beautiful score football cards from the old Bengals quarterback, Rocket Man, Jeff Blake. How about, he's now 53 years old. You guys remember Jeff Blake, don't you? 6th round draft pick by the Jets in 1992 out of East Carolina. Played quarterback 14 years in the NFL, both as a starter and backup. Played for 7 teams, had his best years with the Bengals, made the Pro Bowl in 1995. He holds the Pro Bowl record for longest TD pass, a 92-yarder. For his career, he had 56.4% of his passes, 21,711 yards, 134 touchdown passes, 99 interceptions. He had a 1-loss record as a starter of 39 wins, 61 losses, never played in a playoff game. Jeff Blake, East Carolina football legend. Thank you, sir. Look at that. 2 1997 scorecards. Beautiful. How about that? Jeff Blake. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Like I said, I think that took over a year, but glad to get them back. All right, we're down to our last TTM. Where in the world is this one coming to us from? Final TTM, North Texas, Dallas. Got a little chewed up there, but hey, I feel a card in there, so hopefully the card ain't chewed up. Hopefully it's autographed too. Let's see who we got. From Dallas, Texas. Whoa, how about a Cowboy legend coming on the morning after their big Sunday night football win? Look at that. This is one of our best returns ever. Tony Dorset, Hall of Fame running back. Look at that. Beautiful 1987 Topps card. Beautiful. Look at that. Dorset cuts upfield. Man, that came out great, didn't it? Of course, you know all about this legend. There's really no point in bothering going over his highlights, but he was a one of the greatest college and pro football running backs. course, his senior year at Pitt, he won the Heisman Trophy, led the Panthers to a national championship. Then was the number 2 overall pick in '77 by the Cowboys. Won a Super Bowl his rookie year with the Cowboys. 4-time Pro Bowler, Hall of Famer. Finished his career with 12,739 rushing yards, 4.3 yards per carry, 77 rushing touchdowns. True college football and NFL legend and Hall of Famer, Tony Dorset. Well, that is a great way to end it. Look at that beautiful card. Outstanding. Thank you, Mr. Dorset. Well, that is some great Monday morning TTMs. All right, let's actually, you know what? Let's do the comics, and then we'll show you how you can win that Score a Treat pack. Latest trip to my local comic book store, Vault to Midnight. Got me 2 comic books. Let's do this one here first, because this is the one I actually wanted. You see that? It's called The Tin Can Society #1. This tells the story of a fellow named Johnny Moore, a world-famous tech mogul known as much for his work pioneering mobility aids for people with disabilities, such as himself. He's a disabled man. As he was for moonlighting as the metal-suited vigilante Caliburn. But when Johnny is found murdered and his suit stolen, his estranged childhood best friends reunite to solve the mystery of his murder. And let me tell you, I was showing a lot of comics on here. Most of them I said, I ain't going to bother to buy another one. They're no good. But very good issue #1. Sets up the story and mystery in a compelling fashion. Characters seem very interesting. I'm definitely going to get issue #2. I recommend this one. Definitely worth. How much does this one cost? $4.99. I'm going to try issue #2. I really enjoyed this one. One of the few that I would actually buy a second issue. Tin Can Society, outstanding. Highly recommended. All right, now this other one here is called The Moon. The Moon is Following Us. Like I said, I was not going to buy this one, but the girl at Vault to Midnight recommended it. The girl, she had green hair and a lot of piercings, and when she was talking about the comic book, I thought to myself, I don't think this is one I would like, but I'm very polite. I didn't want to offend her by turning down her recommendation, so I wasted $3.99 on this thing just out of politeness. But if you're interested, The Moon is Following Us tells the story. It revolves around a couple named Sam and Duncan Lamar, and when their daughter is kidnapped by a mysterious force known as the Cascade, they fight alongside a group of magical beings to bring her back by, as they say, any means necessary. I really thought it was probably one of the worst comic books that I've gotten recently. Pretty bad, very dull, slow-paced, and the characters, flat characters, so I definitely do not recommend you spending $3.99 on The Moon is Following Us. Like I said, I didn't want to hurt the feelings of the girl at the Vault to Midnight, so I bought it, and I'm out $3.99. But the other one, like I said, highly recommend this one. All right, now let's see. We got a Score or Treat 2020. Yet another one of these packs we're going to give away. 2024 Score or Treat. Very easy contest this week. You got to watch, or you don't have to watch, but you got to get in the comments field by 8 p.m. Thursday night. That's going to be October 10th. We got the 49ers playing the Seahawks. Just get down in the comments field. Enter hashtag Brock or hashtag Geno for the player you think will have the most total yards in the Thursday night game. Brock Purdy or Geno Smith? That's total yards. You know what total yards are? That's not just passing yards. That's passing yards plus rushing yards. Who's going to have the most total yards? Hashtag Brock or hashtag Geno? Get that in the comments field by 8 p.m. Thursday night. You're entered. Everybody who correctly answers is entered into the contest to win a 2024 Score a Treat 3-pack. All right, that is it. Hopefully your Monday and your work week goes smoothly. We'll be back again with some more, God willing, in a few days. Until then, remember, get over to Amazon.com. Henry L. Rassico, type that name into the search field along with this book title. It'll come up. Like we said about Donald Ray Pollock. What did we say about his stuff? If you like gritty depictions, what would we say? Of working class life and human depravity. If you like Donald Ray Pollock, let's put it this way. If you like Donald Ray Pollock, you'll like this book. It's for big boys, big girls, big trannies. It's not for crybabies or the easily offended. But if you like gritty examinations of working class life and human depravity, this will be right up your alley. Okay, that is it. It's time to hit the stop button. Remember, we'll be back soon, God willing, with more. And enjoy the rest of your life. And speaking of that, I almost forgot. R.I.P. to my first Detroit Lions quarterback, Greg Landry. He passed away a couple of days ago. When I was a kid, first had the strange journey of being a Detroit Lions fan. He was the first quarterback of the Lions when I started watching them back in 1970. And he was a pretty fair old quarterback, Greg Landry. He signed this rookie card for me. Like I said, unfortunately, he passed away a couple of days ago. A lot of great memories as a kid watching Greg Landry, and he got me started on this long, strange odyssey of being a Detroit Lions fan. A blessing and a curse. But hey, Greg Landry, God bless you, sir. We hope you are in a better place right now. And once again, thank you, sir, for all those memories with the Detroit Lions. All right, that is it. Now we're going to hit the stop button. Enjoy the rest of your life.